Nick Baldwin for SevereMMA here with a UFC middleweight fighter who fell to Alessio Di Chirico by a very close split decision just last night here in Las Vegas at the Ultimate Fighter 27 finale in the opening fight on FS1 main card. It is Julian, the Cuban Missile Crisis Marquez. Julian, great to talk to you again. I enjoyed talking to you the first time back in December in Winnipeg, and unfortunately you fell short against Di Chirico. But first things first, I got to talk to you about the decision. Most people had it going your way. Unfortunately, 2 or 3 judges did not, and that's all it takes for you not to get your win bonus. What did you make of the decision?
Regardless, when it comes to it, man, there's nothing I can do. I cannot change the past. What is done is already done. I feel like I didn't lose. I learned. In that fight, I have nothing but a learning experience. It's going to light a fire under me for my next journey. In that fight, I felt like I won 2 and 3. But again, the judges saw it differently, and that's how it's always going to be. No one's ever going to check the comment box after this, so he gets to win.
So you're not feeling angered whatsoever towards the 2 judges or anything like that?
What is it going to do? It's not going to benefit me. I'm not going to waste my energy being mad at them because they scored it. Adeline Bird, yes, everyone's calling that, but it doesn't matter. There's other judges that had different scorecards. Another judge had it 29-28. It just so happened to fall out that she was the last one picked, and she has a lot of controversy. Is what it is. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to get mad at it. This is just going to make me a better fighter.
Was it sort of the fight you were expecting? In a way similar to the Darren Stewart fight back in December. I mean, just super fun and entertaining. Of course, you're always going for the finish, but generally, was it sort of as expected?
No, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do in that fight that I was unable to do. I didn't perform to the way I wanted to perform and that I could have performed. There's a lot of things that held me back, but again, I can't look back on it and be like, oh, I should have did this, should have did that. I can't, Monday morning quarterback myself. I have to sit there and take it for what it is and grill myself and then become a better aspect of me for my next fight.
Was Di Chirico tougher than you expected he would be?
No, I don't think he's tougher. I think he could take a hit. I think he's smart. I think what it was, when he was rocked, he was very, very good at getting out of the way. He didn't throw too much at me. He caught me with some good punches. But when I landed a solid shot and he knew he was in danger, he was out quick. And that's the smartest thing to do. Instead of sitting there, he evaded, he escaped. And that's what he needed to do. He's very intelligent.
I don't know if the fans can see it on camera, but what's going on with your right arm?
Somewhere in the first round, I don't know where. I was trying to throw my right arm and I threw it and something happened. I think I subluxed it and I just pulled my shoulder out, and I couldn't use my right arm. Every time I threw it, I had to throw it at 100% power because every time I lifted it up, it hurt a lot.
Interesting. Is that sort of the only major injury coming out of this other than the normal bumps and bruises?
Yeah, I mean, every fighter has a bunch of injuries throughout fight camp, and I went through same fight camp as him, and sucks, but it is what it should be. It is how it should be.
Now, we have to talk about the weigh-ins Thursday morning, at the Park MGM Hotel. You missed weight by 4 pounds, tipping the scales at a 190. What exactly went wrong?
So basically, I can sit here and give you an excuse. I can give you something you guys want to hear, but I'm going to tell you 100% it is my fault. There's no one else that's going to tell you anything different. I'm 100% fault. I came in 4 pounds heavier. I'm still going to be at middleweight. There's a lot of things that I needed to work on. There's a lot of things that happened, but you know what? It is my fault. I'm taking 100% ownership. I came in 4 pounds. I let a lot of people down. I made myself look bad. I was unprofessional, and I will tell you this, it's not going to happen again. I am still going to be at 85 from here on out.
What is it particularly, if you want to talk about, that you have to work on? Is it diet or just making sure you're leaning out early on, starting the weight cut early? What do you have to work on to make sure you can make 186?
Well, it's not really that I have to work on. It's just I have to be smarter. I tried to do something a little bit different in this camp, and it didn't work out in my favor. And that's it. There's no excuse. Again, that's all it is 100%. I missed weight. There's nothing on it but myself.
Can you expand on what you tried to do different, or do you not want to get into that?
It doesn't matter, because it's just going to be a story and people are going to be like, it's an excuse. I don't want to make an excuse. I'm going to tell you this right now. 100%, I didn't make weight because of me.
You said you're staying at 185. You still have many, many years left in MMA. You're still a young guy and only 2 fights into your UFC career. Do you think 185 forever, or could you retire? I mean, again, we're talking 5 years down the road. Do you ever fight at 205? Do you think?
I don't need to fight at 205. Maybe if it's a last minute, they need someone to sub in and fill in for a fight, maybe we could talk there. But I'm 85 all day.
Of course, you got to get your arm, checked out and see what the recovery timetable is for that. I assume you haven't really figured that out quite yet? Or?
No, we're going to do MRI Monday. And then from there, hopefully it's something minor and they can just be fixed. That way I can jump back in and take somebody else out and just keep going. I got to move up.
I assume you'd like to fight before the end of the year?
Yeah, I would love to. If everything's all okay, I'm ready to fight,
And as far as sort of going forward immediately, just enjoying Vegas, and are you going to UFC 226 tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to UFC 226 tonight. I'm going to watch a lot of friends that are fighting tonight. I'm going to enjoy it as a fan. I'm here to support the company I work for. I love UFC. I love MMA. I love these fights. This is the Super Bowl weekend. This is the Super Bowl card. Fantastic matchups, tough matchups, killer matchups. And I think this is probably one of the greatest cards that could possibly be for the year.
Hey, one last thing about your fight. Are you surprised you didn't win Fight of the Night?
No, I didn't deserve it. I didn't come in professionally. As a professional, since I didn't come in on weight, we didn't deserve that. And I took that away from Alessio. I took that opportunity away. We could have won that, but it was my fault, So I took that opportunity away from him. But you know what? He granted me the opportunity to fight, because I came in 4 pounds over. He could easily said no, and no one would have shamed him. But guess what? He said yes because he's a warrior, and I like that guy.
Stipe or DC?
I love DC. I love Stipe, but I'm going to say Stipe.
Julian, thank you so much for the time. Unfortunate that it didn't go your way last night, but thank you again for taking the time, and enjoy 226 tonight.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.